Hey y'all, it's your girl, it's just Mimi, and it's Via Gem Oracle, and I'm back with another one. Um, I hope everyone's doing wonderful today. Um, don't mind the sound in the back. My daughter's streaming also. Um, so I felt like chatting with you guys. I'm gonna do a little bit of cards, a little reading, but I'm gonna try not to make it too long, cause I know how I get. Um, but I okay, I see it. All right, got the chat. I didn't feel like doing too much today. Um, but then I did. You see, I got the natural hero. I didn't feel like doing all the unnecessary stuff. I wasn't up to it. I cooked already, and I don't know. I just really needed to go live. I'm gonna do a collective reading and see what's going on with the energy, and try not to make it too long, because I like really like just I like helping people, and I like um, shuffling cards. So these are the regular tarot cards. Let me get the Palo Santo ready. I don't know if I'm gonna leave the bun up because I really just want the hair down, because I can't wear a ponytail all the time. It'll irritate my head. Okay. Okay. Ugh. It's whatever. Excuse the wild hair. We're gonna have a wild hair day. How about that? Eh, why should I do two ponytails? Okay. I mean, you can't really see it, but okay. I'm not gonna go crazy. Alright. Let's cleanse the energy and see what is going on in the collective. If y'all have any questions or you need advice with something, don't hesitate to ask in the comments. I won't bite. Alright. Spirit, please cleanse any negativity, any energy that does not need to be here. And me or my collective's energy. Please protect us and me as we get these messages. Please give us clear and accurate clarity on what we need to know at this time and for the upcoming week. Please and thank you. I think y'all can hear me, but oh, I thought I was on the line. Okay, now I can see the chat. So if y'all write anything, I can see the chat. Spirit, what does the collective need to know at this time? 3 of Coins. I'm only going to get a few of these because I'm still learning tarot, but I figured I'm trying to read it. I'm trying to understand it without the book. So Coins, Pentacles, mastery, skill, accomplishment, good reputation in work and business, expertise built on experience, craftsmanship, high status, honors earned. Because it wasn't an upright. So someone is mastering their skills. Alright. Ooh, that's entirely too many. What's the 3 of Coins, Spirit? What's the 3 of Coins? Please and thank you. So 8 of Cups and and Six of Swords in reverse. Let me see. So if okay. So Eight of Cups in the upright would have been limited success, modesty, decline, abandoned plans. Eight of Cups in reverse is recognizing in a possible situation and seeking new pastures. So instead of it being limited success, it'll be unlimited. It's unlimited possibilities with whoever's mastering their skills with the Three of Coins. So they have unlimited possibilities. And then what is the Six of Swords in reverse? Okay. So six of swords in the upright would have been journey going to warmer climates, climes, I mean, or cooler climes, messenger, kind attention. In the up, in the reverse, it's basically success after trials, recovering from illness or bereavement. So someone is mastering their skills and they have unlimited possibilities after healing. So someone's coming out of hermit mode after healing and mastering their skills, and they're going to have unlimited possibilities. All right, what is Six of Swords in reverse and Eight of Cups in reverse and Three of Coins, Spirit? Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Coins, and Temperance. Temperance. Okay. Of course, we know what Nine of Pentacles is, but for those that don't know what Nine of Coins, Nine of Pentacles is, like in this deck, it's called Nine of Coins. In the other decks, it's called Nine of Pentacles. So, Nine of Pentacles is material comfort, abundance, wanting for little. So, basically, having everything you need, not going overboard with it. You're content with what you have. You know that after being sick, after you know that you working on yourself, you're going to eventually get what you want, but you're not in a rush to get it. You're fine with knowing that you're going to take your time and you're going to get better and you're going to do it the right way. Hence the reason it's talking about mastering your skills. And temperance. Temperance is moderation, self-control, economy, patience. I literally just said patience. Okay. So I got that card down pat. And this is that's why I was telling people. I do the cards for people because y'all see me shuffling, so you know I'm not going looking through the deck and trying to find a card. Whatever pops out is what it is. That's the energy that I'm tapping into. So, or for my collective that I was meant, the message I was meant to give my collective is what Spirit and God, my dad, gives me. The cards is the energy that I happen to be tapping into, whether it's my close friends and families or whether it's the collective of whoever's watching me. The cards is just visual. How we got different love languages. Some people like physical touch. Some people is gift giving. Some people is mental. Spirit burp, so that's confirmation. But some people are visual learners. Just like the people nowadays where they might not believe nothing unless they have actual receipts. These are considered receipts in the spiritual community. So I'm going to get one more of these and I'm going to go to the other deck. I'm going to limit myself on me learning too much of the cards at one time. Because the other cards, I could do that no problem. But I'm going to take my time so I learn it the right way, if that makes sense. All right, Spirit, what is Temperance and Nine of Pentacles? Three of Cups. Three of Cups. And Three of Cups is happy gathering, social activity, group effort, victory, problem solved. So, yeah. I mean, I really think now that I look at the card, all right, so follow me here. On this card, it is the Three of Cups, right? Now, you see two big cups, but then you see a kind of smaller cup, but it's still in the mix, where that one's feeding into that one's feeding into that one, and then it goes up with all the little dots feeding back into that one. Almost like knowledge. I take that as these two being a couple and that one being like a community or a group. And that's why I think, depending on your life purpose, depending on who you're supposed to partner with and stuff like that, depending on how they say the man's the provider or whatever like that, or the woman's the support, the backbone for him. Like he who has a good woman has a good thing. If you have the right combination, it can go well. If it's done the right way, it can go well. That's why the main rule is anything built on a faulty foundation won't last. If it's built on a solid foundation and with love, meaning all three things or all two things is love. Not two of them having love and one not having love, or vice versa. Whatever's in the equation. If it's anything faulty in it, the cycle won't be able to continue. You would have to find the source that's not fitting in it. Otherwise, it's going to throw the whole thing off balance. If that makes sense. It won't be equal give and take. And no matter how you put it, somewhere in the equation, it'll be unrequited love. Jealousy, envy, it just has to be love. Jealousy and envy won't mix well in that. Because I can't say giving as far as, like, money's not in the equation. If it's love all the way around, the money's going to come regardless. Because everybody's going to be talking and collabing and trying to find up new ideas and stuff. But the ideas and the brainstorming that they're doing it with love. No hate. It cannot be hate or it will not last. And that is with any group, that is with any relationship, that is with any situation. Like, I'm going to say relationship. How is jealousy chosen as green? What do you mean by that? Jealousy, green with envy. Is that what you mean? I don't know what you mean by that. How? I'm gonna look it up. How is jealousy green? Okay, so it's saying that it made the idea of jealousy more visual in Shakespeare. So the color green has been associated with jealousy since the Renaissance period for a number of reasons, including Shakespeare. In Othello, Lago warns Othello, "Beware, my lord, of jealousy. It is the green-eyed monster which doth mock the meat it feeds on." This made the idea of jealousy more visual. Early Romans says the Romans associated a pale green complexion with illness. Judeo Christian tradition, the jealousy Cain felt for his brother Abel is said to have motivated Cain to commit murder. That's why I said jealousy and envy. For instance, if someone has a big light, and light meaning their energy, their bubbly spirit, they're happy all the time, and say someone is going through it because that's their season where they're either getting past karma or things is just not going right in their world because things is changing, because everybody is not going to be up at the same time and everybody's not going to be down at the same time. So if someone has jealousy like Cain, all the way down to family, siblings, everything, if they still stay around that person all the time, and that's why I was talking about the Three of Cups, if they still stay around that person all the time, oh wow, there's Chariot and Lovers on the bottom, the Star and the Fool, and the Ten of Pentacles. All four of these is at the bottom. I mean, all five of these. So, the Chariot, the Lovers, the Star, the Fool, and Ten of Pentacles. Something just told me to look at that. Anyway, with the jealousy, if your light is shining that bright and someone else wants it and can't have it, or whatever reason, it can end up like a Cain and Abel situation. It even says right here under the Judeo one that's talking about Cain, it says also difficulty replicating. Green was difficult to replicate because plant dyes quickly turned brown. People end up having jealousy and envy because they get so upset to where, how one of them said, they might get pale or almost sick to their stomach because they're mad because they can't copy someone else or copy something else instead of just being themselves. Everyone needs to learn that God made everyone uniquely different. There's not one person alike, man or woman. Never could be. No matter how much cosmetic surgery or whatever you get, you cannot completely copy somebody. You might be able to copy features, you might be able to alter your features, you might be able to copy their work and put it on your page. You might be able to do that for so long. You might be able to uh, take the person that's meant for them. You might be able to take the job that was meant for them. You might be even able to take their money or their inheritance or whatever their house, whatever you take. It's still not gonna be that person. Exactly. Be your true authentic self. Because if you're not, it's not gonna last. You might have it for a short time, you might have it for a long time. But eventually you're gonna lose it because my bad, hold on. You have to you I can't say. Oh, you have to be your true authentic self. You have to find you, or you're gonna lose yourself. You're gonna lose yourself, and sometimes some people might not get themselves back. Is the simplest way I can put it. You can jealousy and envy is not good, and that's why I come on here, because even if I might not know tarot that well, even if some people might not think I'm the prettiest, some people might not like my bluntness, some might not like how I sound. It doesn't matter. It's me. Who is for me will be okay with me. And that's what people have to realize, which is why they have to do self love to get the confidence enough to not worry about what other people think. Once people are comfortable being themselves, they can find themselves and they can explore other things being themselves, and that will help them find their purpose, their gift. But then and only then will you find it. You're not going to find your gift or your purpose no other way but being yourself. And that's how you can tell the real from the fake. And I don't even like using the fake word, because I was that at one point in my life. Yes, I was still my authentic self, but I dimmed my light for a lot of people because I knew how it felt to be left out, to be a black sheep, to not be liked. And I didn't want others to feel that way. So some people now even think that I manipulated them or I had a mask on, and I didn't. The fact of the matter was, if I wanted to be around certain people that I really loved and certain people that I do love still, if I wanted to be around them, I felt like I had no choice but to dim my light, because then everyone will judge me and I'll get kicked out anyway. So then I would just be quiet and I wouldn't say much. And when I saw that even though I did do that, it still happened anyway, when I got fed up not being myself, because you can only hold that facade for so long too, of dimming your light. Even though I wasn't necessarily being fake, I was just dimming my light. That's still being fake. I was being myself, but I was still dimming my light. I wasn't being my true authentic self. So that's still considered fake, because you're stopping your shine. You're basically slapping God in the face, which is blasphemy, but you're basically throwing it in God's face, the gifts that he gave you, and not using them. And he gave you, every one of us, a certain unique or couple of different unique gifts to use to help people grow and evolve. And so we can be unique and special in our own right, because we are all special. So that's basically like, nah, Dad, I don't want that gift. That's what people don't realize they're doing when they don't use the tools that God gave them. We have every tool in us to be what we want to be. Because no matter how much planning and stuff we do too, the plan's still going to be a little bit different in our head, if that makes sense. We can plan, but you're not realizing that every minute, every day, the plan might be changing, or it will change, because you're growing and evolving every minute of every day. If you're being your true authentic self. Now, you might grow and evolve when you're copying somebody else, but then when you can't copy that person, you don't have access to that person anymore, or that person changes and evolves into something totally different because they went in hermit mode and found their purpose, then you back at square one, and all your people around you's gonna look all crazy, because they're gonna be like, I thought that was you. Then mask off. You gotta let people know, nah, I was copying somebody else. So people don't understand that. It takes a lot being yourself. Um, it takes a lot of healing. It takes a lot of introspection, self-reflecting. Um, it takes a lot of life. So, but I'm here for all of it. I know I was saying on my last live, I was like, I'm ready for love, I'm ready for love, I'm ready for love. And I am. At least I think I am. I don't know. I'm going to see what the Kipper deck says. Put it this way. I want love. I'm just going to say that. I want love. I want love. But it'd be hard when you still love another. So, Spirit, please give me messages for the collective. Please send. Privileged lady. Alright, what about a privileged lady? High honor in reverse. Wealthy man. I don't know if... All right, so the privileged lady is not being held on... The privileged lady is not being held in high honor anymore because it was in reverse by a wealthy man because he found out she's a false person. All right. What else, Spirit? Sudden wealth. Okay. And marriage. Family room. House. That's why house was in reverse. So house was in reverse. And it fell right under false person. Let me see if I can slide this. All right. And then it came out thief. So, yeah, the false person. The thief is going to be in poverty. And that's judgment, adjudication. And that's leaving someone in their thoughts. Because they're not an official person anymore. It's in reverse. And it fell right under thief. So I guess it's because they're a thief. And that's why they're not an official person anymore. And bad health was sideways. It fell on poverty and adjudication. Despair. Bad health and despair. Main female. So main female is getting a message of concern about an ending. Coffin. I don't know if you can see it. Coffin. The ending of a great fortune. Because of a change. And there's a message about a job, occupation. All right, let's see what it says. Yeah, so a gift, main male, journey, lovers, and imprisonment. So, that's going to leave somebody in prison. Courthouse, pathway, unexpected income, toil and labor, portion. basically, long story short, a thief. I'm just gonna say from the energy, I didn't even need the cards for all of this because it's literally the same energy right now. A lot of people, whoever's thieves out here, justice is happening for a lot of people. A lot of people is getting justice for whatever was taken from them. End the story. That's because enough is enough. 'Tis the season. Everybody's supposed to be comfortable right now. This is cuddle season. This is cuffing season. A lot of people is gonna get in relationships right now. A lot of people is going to be getting real love right now. Um, they're gonna be cuddling. They're gonna be in their honeymoon phase, dating. This is the season. And then so dad has to move some things around and move some things along so that can happen because it's his baby's season. Everybody says babies, but his babies that answered the call, put it that way. His babies that answered the call, is their season to reap what they sowed instead of always getting the short end of the stick from thieves and selfish people. It's all love from over here, but enough is enough. We have hearts too. We want, and with our hearts, even though all of that happens to us, we still help people. We still love everybody. We still show grace and mercy to those who have wronged us. Trust me, I know I have. Because the amount of times I could have been on here and been on some toxic celebrity stuff and started running down names and all of that and full names because I know government names and everything. The amount of, and I know a lot more than what I say on here. And that's a lot of people, a lot of tarot readers and prophets and oracles. We know a lot, but when we don't come on here to hurt anyone, we come on here to help the collective grow and evolve and learn from the mistakes us ourselves made along the way, but to also inform others as a collective of things that need to be changed within the collective because we want everyone to win. I want everyone up. So how that other card came out about the Three of Cups, where it was showing two people together and then like a smaller cup, which was kind of like extended family, communities, all of that, and how the love's supposed to be spread all the way around. How the love's supposed to be spread all the way around. Like, that's how it's supposed to be. If one person is up and they did the work, you help that person grow and evolve by supporting them genuinely without sending any evil eyes or anything like that. Because then when they're up, they're going to remember who supported them or who helped them. And then them having a good heart and not getting backlash and all of that, then they can come back and help everybody. And that's what keeps that cycle going. That's a community. A community is supposed to help each other. A real community anyway. Like I know you've seen the movies and all of that where, and they still have it nowadays, where they'll have certain communities if you live in like a area where they got the homeowners association and all of that, and they'll have little meetings every so often talking about changes that might need to be made in the community and all of that other stuff, and everybody's included that wants to be included. but they still run it by everybody that might not be over there included, just so everybody's aware and in the loop and they know. So if it is something that they might have been interested in, they can come the next meeting, or they can put their 2 cents in, because everybody's voice is heard. Not people in their ego and pride. Yes, there will still always be like a leader or two or three, but still everyone's voice is heard. First of all, because everyone didn't grow up the same, everyone didn't live the same, and everyone's not headed in the same direction. So getting a different outlook, a different perspective can improve the community instead of it being the same like minds all the time, and then nothing's changing to where it can grow and evolve. So Spirit, what does the collective need to know at this time? Please and thank you. Ace of Wands, new beginnings, good news, physically starting something, creative spark, new initiative, finding new passion, enthusiasm, urgency, accepting a challenge, potential talent, growth, action, travel, excitement, getting in the game. My bad. Ace of Wands. What's Ace of Wands? Who's... Ooh. Ten of Pentacles again. And that was on the last deck at the end. So 10 of Pentacles. Unexpected financial windfall, lump sum, will, deeds, trust funds, inheritance, solid foundation, privilege, inherited issues, ancestry. Family, home, business responsibilities, values, support, issues, riches, old money, affluence. And 3 of Pentacles, apprenticeship, learning, studying, growing, hard work, commitment, building on success, collaborations, teamwork. All right. So far we got Ace of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, and a 3 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. That's too much. But I'll take it again. So I have Knight of Wands, being hasty, quick decisions, a journey, the devil, addiction, 9 of Cups, and 6 of Wands, which is success, victory. So I'm guessing someone's getting a new beginning after they was in the devil energy, not thinking before they act. But now, since then, they're going to have the Ace of Wands, new beginning, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, and they're going to have the 9 of Cups and success behind it, because it's 6 of Wands, which is victory, success. 6 of Wands, 9 of Cups. 6 of Wands, 9 of Cups. And that's after conflict, fighting. This is literally almost like the same exact reading yesterday. I'm going to get one more and I'm going to switch the deck because this is like yesterday's. So we got Queen of Wands, good business sense, confident foresight, an attractive, magnetic, mature woman. We got Two of Pentacles, balance, resourcefulness, ups and downs, adaptability, flexibility, juggling life, juggling money. Yes. And Six of Pentacles, gifts, generosity, charity. And that's after and then Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is happiness, family, home, happy families, and marriage. The Sun, positivity, freedom, fun, success. This is a really good reading. Sun, Ten of Cups. And this is after, and I was just going to pick this up because it was on the bottom of the deck at first. This is after temporary financial hardship, negative change in circumstances. With a Knight of Cups on the bottom. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. Healing energy on me. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Feel like someone needs that healing energy. I just started singing Chris Brown's Healing Energy out of nowhere. So someone wants some healing, but they want to be happy. They want to be happy, but they want peace. They want real love. They want success. Yeah, everybody wants to be, I guess you could say, successful or be stable and be stress free, but to heal from heartache, to heal and then be happy, that's a different type of. Probably gonna take a break. I mean, I know I just started with y'all. I'm gonna play it by ear. I might be off for a little while, but I'm not sure yet. Trying to figure it out. Spirit, what does the collective need to know at this time? Somebody with dreads or braids. All right, what about somebody with dreads or braids? Somebody with dreads or braids, what? That's too many. That's too many. And I still keep seeing twin flame on the bottom. Somebody with dreads or braids, that's a drama starter. Or they're dealing with the drama starter. Nope, somebody with dreads or braids is on stalker vibes. Obsessive interest, fatal attraction, consumed. Open book, no shame shown, vulnerability, putting it all out there. Stubborn, bullheaded, narrow-minded, difficult to sway. Somebody with deep cut waves or bald head. hermit mode, me time, retreating in solitude, sorting things through. Gold digger. So off of these first 8 cards, it's showing me that someone is dealing with a drama starter that has dreads or braids, and they're on stalker vibes, obsessive interest, fatal attraction consumed. They're trying to have no shame showing vulnerability, but someone is being stubborn, bullheaded. Someone with deep cut waves, a bald head, who is in hermit mode because that person is a gold digger and they saw the red flags. I feel like there's more than 2 energies right here. This is someone's trying to cut into the energy because they're mad they got blocked. They're a narcissist. Someone is too full of themselves. And the Empress is just sipping some tea. Yeah, someone's trying to tap into this. So I'm gonna cleanse the energy again. How about that? Now we're gonna get the energy back right. Just want happy vibes over here right now. Happy vibes. How about that? Someone is currently, I know, because I know what I felt when I first got on, and it was like hopeful vibes type. It was like, not, it was a little bit sad, but it's like I'm not giving up type thing. But also, I got an energy from the karmics, and they don't want to either. So that was them coming in with their energy, because you saw with the first 2 decks or 3 decks that I used, it was all good. When I got to that one, they was like, hurry up and try to switch the energy. I don't want this good stuff because it's not happening to me. Karmic energy is that kind of energy. So you can tell that's what's going on with a lot of people right now, because a lot of people in the energy right now is getting let go of. They don't want others to be happy, how I was saying earlier about jealousy and envy. And if they don't want other people to be happy, they're happiness haters and they want to stop that. So they gonna do everything possible to try to manipulate. We don't do manipulation over here. If it's not the actual energy, then it's not the actual energy. And that wasn't my collective's energy, because my collective's energy is high vibing. We spread love and peace, not hate over here. Now, it could be someone in their energy, but that wasn't the energy off the first 2 decks. So we about to revisit that. Because that particular one, I know sometimes the readings still be talking about Psycho X and blah, 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 but it's still based off like a divine masculine or divine feminine and the people they have in theirs and just talking about who they got in their energy. It's not me tapping in to the karmics, if that makes sense. Well, it already lit, so Spirit, please cleanse the energy of any negativity. Return to sender any negativity sent back. Send it back to return to sender. Please and thank you. I only wish healing, but I give it to you, Lord, to judge them as you see fit for me and my collective. Please protect me as I channel these messages. Yeah, I had to relight this because someone was trying to mess with the energy. We can't have that. I felt it. I felt the shift out of nowhere. First it was all good and stuff, and then all of a sudden, bam. So we not about to do that. I'm going to do um Love Oracle, and then I'm gonna do the Zodiac. So Love Oracle. Spirit, please give me clear and accurate messages for the collective, please and thank you. And I just like to say I greatly appreciate you for all you do for me and the collective, for waking us up this wonderful morning with clothes on our back, a roof over our head, for those that do have it, and for those that don't have faith and hope and don't give up. It says, I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting. Want to date. See, I knew I was supposed to cleanse the energy because I knew that other energy was not it. The karmics was trying to come tap in. No. They just want me to say it because, no. I like you. Ooh. Clarity. Mm-hmm. Yep. So it fell like this. So it's the sword and rose, and girl with a snake. Someone has clarity on a girl with a snake that they need to set boundaries with. It says empath, narcissist, paradigm, being charmed or used. So basically, like the other card said, a gold digger. And heart with the key was in reverse. So that means welcome and love, meeting the one, open your heart. So someone met someone who they thought was the one and was not the one. They realized they was a narcissist and they was being used by that person, and they got the clarity and truth with it. So let's see. What is so someone ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. So, ascending. What's ascending, Spirit? Ooh, that food. Unconditional love. They're ascending because they want unconditional love, giving and receiving, not just being used like this girl with a snake. So someone knows they gotta ascend to get unconditional love. Otherwise, they're gonna keep attracting, and they've gotten the clarity with Sword and Rose. If they, no matter how many people they think they like, when they first meet them, they like them because they resonate with them because of the energy that they're currently in. When you ascend, yes, you're going to attract those type too, but you're going to have the tools you need when you ascend, meaning you're going to have a heightened discernment, you're going to have heightened intuition, and you'll be able to make better decisions with your free will to choose the right choice. But in order for that to happen, you have to ascend. If you don't ascend, you're going to keep attracting a girl or a guy with a snake, because the card says a girl with a snake. But a girl or a guy with a snake, you're going to keep attracting those type of people only, because the other ones that's ascended, they're not going to be like into that unless like they already know you or they're that elevated to where they can see past that. Like certain people that have gifts like I have, where because not everybody has these. I didn't even know that that's what it was that I had until I ascended. But there's certain people that can like read people's auras and all of that and know the good in them or what they can become deeper than that, because I'm an empath. So naturally, I will attract narcissists also, but I also attract other empaths. I had to ascend to be able to distinguish between the two. If you're not ascendant and you're still lower frequency, you're going to attract a whole bunch of that kind, and you won't be able to see that they're that kind until it's too late. But now someone is ascending and they're setting boundaries because they realize it. What's ascending and kisses, Spirit? Ooh, that's entirely too many. That's like half the stat. Okay, so we have the runner, seduction, and addiction. So they're realizing that they was the runner. They was in a codependent relationship, which that falls right under girl with a snake. So they was a runner in a codependent relationship with the girl with a snake. And they realized that they seduced them, and that was a codependent obsession addiction of theirs, that and that fall an addiction falls right under ascending. So they realized that that's something they got to work on, which that's okay. Like, what's that saying? Once you realize there's a problem, that's the first step. I realized a lot. And now I can laugh at it, and I used to laugh at it before, but I wouldn't. I would just sit on it and I'll laugh at it, but I wouldn't do nothing about it. And I was like, nobody's going to be able to change it but me. So I got to do something about it. And that's when I got out of the mode of staying stuck and stagnant. I was like, okay, I recognized the problem. I found a solution for the problem, or in order for me to find a solution for the problem, I have to take action somewhere. I have to do something. All right, what's the runner, seduction, and addiction? Date. Date falls right under kisses, which is unconditional loving. Someone wants to date with the person that they unconditionally love. They're tired of addictions because addictions don't, they only last until it's over. Unconditional love means it's never ending. What's date, Spirit? What's date? I'm going to get two more. Love. Unconditional love. And the runner. And it's falling under runner. And right after date. The runner is realizing also that the person that they have unconditional love for has unconditional love for them. And then they learn that they have to have unconditional love for themselves also. Because this love card, even though it's unconditional love, it's self-love, it's oneness, it's passion, affection, attraction. Ooh. Alright, so these two fell out, so I'm going to leave it over here. Yeah, that one fell. So someone's reminiscing, camera. Yes, love is patient, love is kind. I have the patience of a goddess. I have the patience of a goddess. The amount of patience I've had to have all through my life. You have no idea the amount of patience I had to have. You have to have a lot of patience. When you're an empath, you know that sometimes your feelings is not your feelings. They're others' feelings. And even though that you might know something, you have to realize that others might not know. So you can't judge them off of that either, because they might not know until you do know that they do know. And then you're like, well, what now? We're going to find some letters. Spirit, please give us some initials about the current energy. I just saw R and E. So we got Q for Queen, A for Apple. So Q&A. So I guess we're going to turn this into a Q&A too. We got W, J, R. I knew the R was going to come out. It was calling. B, K, wow, B, L, W, M, and J. I, X, and one more, E. E. So we have Q&A, We have Rail, Rail, Rail. Then there's Wall, Wale. There's Mail, Male. I'm getting Bali, Bali. Um, RI for Rhode Island, WI for Wisconsin, IL for Illinois, WA for Washington, Williams, because there's every letter but the S. Um, yeah, I think that's it. Michigan, yeah, that's about it. And then there was a C on the bottom, so let's see. So there's a Cali, Cali, so Cali. Um, there's Crawl, Crawl, Crawl. So someone might have like I was getting that, a baby that's crawling age. Um, yeah, I think that's about it. Let's get the zodiacs. Okay. Aquarius, I changed January 20th to February 18th. Ooh. Water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Ooh. And then August, just want it to fall. So August, so that could be Leo or Scorpio. Wait, no, not Leo or Pisces, Aries, the cusp of rebirth, March 17th to the 23rd. Yeah, I was right. August, Leo. Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd. And it fell right under August. See, I gotta stop second guessing myself. Alright, so this one, let me get all the ones that fell out. Alright, so we got 3. We got Aries, Taurus, the cusp of power, April 16th through the 22nd. We got Gemini, Cancer, the cusp of magic, June 17th through the 23rd. And we got Taurus, April 20th to May 20th. I have 2 more. We got June, and we got September. So we got June, September, Taurus, April 20th to May 20th. We got Gemini, Cancer, the cusp of magic, June 17th to the 23rd. We got Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd. We got Aries, Taurus, cusp of power, April 16th through the 22nd. We got August, Aquarius, January 20th to February 18th. And Pisces, Aries, the cusp of rebirth, March 17th through the 23rd. And water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That's my granddaddy sign, Pisces, in March 17th. Yeah. Alright, now we're going to go to angel numbers. Angel number 1212. Angel number 744. And angel number 1010. Yo. It's really a lot of endings going on because that's the 3rd time that 1010 has come up out of this big old deck. Every single time 1010 comes out. Angel number 1313. Angel number 10. Again, another 10. So that's 3 10s right there. And angel number 722. Angel number 822. Angel number 511. I have been seeing a lot of 11s also. 1111 or 222. Like literally, I'll be doing something like, and I see I got 222 right here too. 722 and 822. And then 744 with that 44 breaking down to 4 2s. Let me get the numbers that actually. And then now we got 622 that fell out. So 622. We got 717. And we got 655. And one more. There we go. Angel number 999. So we got angel number, again, 999, 655, 622, angel number 511, angel number 1717, angel number 10, angel number 822, angel number 722, angel number 1313, 744, 10:10, and 12:12. So angel numbers is done. Now we're going to go to the mystery box. Because 18 plus is going to be last. Alright. I'm going to take care of the Bible verses first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we got Isaiah 46:4, Matthew 6:5 and 6, Mark 10:27, Isaiah 40:31, and Hebrews 13:5. Now, mystery box. And I'm going to stand up for that. Mystery box. Okay. Again, compliments of Larasha. Actually, I'm gonna sit down and I'm just gonna grab while I'm looking at y'all, so y'all don't be thinking I'm in the thingy. Find my handle so I can hold the handle so it don't fall. Y'all make sure you like, subscribe, and click, press the notification bell so y'all can see when I go live. If anyone you know needs guidance, assistance, or if any of my readings help them, send it to them. Even if it don't help them, it might help somebody else. We can use all the help we can get right now. I thought I dropped something. I was hot today. I'm hot right now, actually. Can't be your wifey if you're not here. I mean, I might still be on here, but I won't. I'm good. I always gotta be good. I gotta be good for those that aren't good, even if I'm not good, if that makes sense. I do it for y'all. I do it for myself as well, but I do it for y'all. What does? You did. I know that was a whole work shift. That was 7 hours. I was like, yo. When I got off of there and I saw the amount of hours it was, I was like, they can't tell me I don't put that work in. And we was helping each other all through it, so it's not like I was speaking gibberish. I even watched some of it, so I know. Alright, I think I pulled enough. And I think I dropped some cards, so yeah. I was like, I gotta go natural today because it's hot, damn it. Ugh. I'm gonna take this hoodie off. Let me see. I just told him I don't know if I'm gonna be on for a little bit. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. I don't know. You know how when you give out so much love, and don't get me wrong, I love helping everyone, but sometimes I gotta take a break because I don't have no one helping me. It's just me. So, I don't know. But let's see what we got here. I mean, I got God, and that's all I need. But, alright, so, says, you're at my mercy. It really should say, I'm at your mercy. But yeah. Invisible. Because I think that's what that was meant to be. Plus, it was upside down, so it's I'm at your mercy. Invisible. We already talked about this invisible card. And a lot of the decks earlier said something about knowing your self-worth and stuff. Someone was feeling invisible. Says I feel I am invisible to you. Perhaps it's in my head, but this is what I am getting from you, so I ghosted you. Whoever is feeling like they're invisible, they're not. They just have to self-love. You'll know if someone actually thinks you're invisible. A lot of people is feeling like that right now because of, my bad. If you hear anything in the background, that's my kids. A lot of people are feeling invisible because, how do I put it? They're feeling invisible because I'm trying to find the right word for it. Just what I just said. All right, so you know how if you get mad busy with something, and if you're not around people that you're normally around, they're gonna start checking on you a little bit by little, and then they're gonna start hitting you up like crazy and sending other people in to hit you up like crazy and be like, yo, what's good with you? You acting funny, blah blah blah. Not realizing that this is your season to self-love and move in silence because you're working on yourself. So it's like a self-discovery. So you don't have no obligation to inform anyone else, if that makes sense. This invisible card is for those people that might not be on that journey yet. So they have a codependency to your energy, and they don't know how to take it when you're not around them. Or it could just be genuinely someone that's interested in you. And because you might not be communicating with them properly, and you don't have to, but they always have a phone or can text you and ask you. But because you don't communicate with them to let them know, they're automatically assuming that you don't care about them when you're on like a self journey. And then they'll ghost you and be all in their feelings and blah blah blah. And then a lot of times when that happens, which is why I always say communication is key in every relationship, when people start ghosting people and all of that without communication, like I know for me, when I just left all the people that I was around, the people that I actually cared about, I let them know that I wasn't going to be around for a while. Others that I didn't know like that, you're not obligated to tell them. Now, if I explain to you, which I did, like close friends, if I explain to you my reasoning while I'm not around and all of that, and you still getting your feelings, thinking I'm switching up or I'm acting funny and start switching to the other side with the ops and stuff that don't already like me and all of that, then yeah, they gonna feel like they're invisible. But they knew the reason before it. So when you still know the reason beforehand and you still decide to act that way, then that's where it's a problem. That's where you gotta start reevaluating your circles and all of that. Or they need to start like self-reflecting and all of that. Um, Divine timing, and we was already talking about patience already. Patience, perseverance, peace, trust the divine knows when. And then no is in reverse. So whoever is thinking about taking action on something, no is in reverse. That means yes, it is the time. God's giving you a window to take action on whatever you was waiting for divine timing to take action on. This is your window. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in whatever cycle you're in. And then that's why this was in reverse. It says, I'm waiting for a text, call, message from you. That means don't be waiting. Take action, which is why this was in reverse with no. When you wait, you can miss your window of opportunity, especially when the divine is nudging you and telling you and showing you every sign in the book to call, text, or message. Past life soulmate. And y'all seen all of these cards. I wasn't looking at it. I was looking at y'all, talking with y'all. And we got this whole basket right here. But yet these cards came out like this. And then you see me. All I did was do like this and put it all neatly. I didn't organize the cards. This is how it's coming out. Something to do with a cousin. Something to do with somebody's cousin. Or it's falling under past life soulmate. So something to do with their cousin. Something to do with STD or STI. STI is sexually transmitted ent- I want to say it's entity, if I'm not. Basically, there's STD, and then there's like someone sleeping around with a whole bunch of people, and you getting their Jezebel spirit or whatever on them, and that can affect how you behave or the energy that you give off. Refill. Somebody wants a refill. Can I get a refill? Checking up. I don't want to be checked up on anymore. Leave me alone. I stopped responding to your messages because I don't want this. But I won't be responsible for the pain I have caused you either. You're getting more spiritual upgrades soon. Anybody that's been feeling, like for me personally, if I got like a little headache, if I'm mad tired, like all through this, I've been yawning, but I know I had enough sleep. If you've been sleeping a lot more, if you feel like a little stuffy, like you got a little cold or whatever like that, normally that's a roundabout when it's gonna happen, especially when Mercury retrograde is coming up. It says maintain. Someone is trying to stay balanced, maintain their composure and all of that, but maintain everything while they're going through these changes. Sagittarius. Fed up. There could be a Sagittarius that's fed up. And Sagittarius was actually in reverse, so it could be a lower a lower vibrational Sagittarius. So now people, especially since I'm a new channel, so I'm probably gonna contact a lot of people that is new to tarot and all of that, as am I. When a zodiac sign is in reverse, most likely they either not in energy no more, like someone let them go, or they're a low vibrational one. That means if you go looking at a reading and it's a Sagittarius reading, how do I put this? When you think about signs, Sagittarius, Leo, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Taurus, they have where they're in their north node and they have where they're in their south node, which is why it's important for people to try to find out and learn their birth chart and all of that too. Because I actually have Sagittarius in mine, but I think Sagittarius, because my normal sign is Gemini, but I gotta remember which one Sag is. But say for instance Sagittarius is in your south node. That's gonna be you having those type of traits, but in its toxicity, if that makes sense. So this particular one, Sagittarius, was in the reverse. So that's either a low vibrational one, or it's one in their south node, or it's one that somebody let go. Occult things, and it was in the reverse. So occult things, but it was in the reverse. So maybe that's who someone's fed up with, because it's right under fed up. Misunderstood is in reverse also. I felt the conversation we had were uncomfortable and I detached from making any further investments into this. I rather ghost you than to have to explain myself just to get misunderstood. Someone is not in that energy anymore. They want to talk and they are fine with the conversation and they do want to have the conversation. And it is a divine masculine. That's an emperor. Okay, Mr. Emperor. And they are balanced. And this was in reverse. Unrequited love was in reverse because it's not unrequited love, but they may have been in the unrequited love situation before. It says, Dad, God, here's your prayers. But that was in reverse. So maybe they feel like Dad is not hearing their prayers, maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think because when it's in reverse, it's something they've been through, but then I switch it over, and that's where they're headed to. That's why they're changing direction. So they felt like God wasn't hearing their prayers, and now it's like that. And they felt like God wasn't hearing their prayers because they had so many options that didn't work out. They said, I had many options, but they could never be you. So it was just relationship after relationship that was failed attempt, or they just wasn't fulfilling them fully. It says, my religious beliefs wouldn't allow me to, but here I come. Because someone has had a awakening. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. They're healing, self-care, time out, be gentle with yourself and your twin. Because it says in reverse, they're a karmic. So they got rid of a karmic, or they're not a karmic. They're not a karmic. Physical altercation is in reverse. So someone may have had a physical altercation, which is why the other cards, the other deck, not this deck, it said that someone was healing after like a sickness or injury. Spinning the block. Someone wants to spin the block. Drive by curious. We need a resolution, Aaliyah. Someone wants to resolve some issues. They want to talk. It said not today, but it was in reverse. Like now. Now. With a Queen of Wands. Framed was in reverse. So someone tried to frame them. A Capricorn, possibly. Or someone with a Capricorn placement. So they had to self-reflect. Says, I want to build with you. I want to be closer to you. Says, back up. I ghosted you after giving you false hopes because I have other things going on with different people. I need you as a backup in case it doesn't work out with them. This can go both ways. It could be I'm getting it can be someone just wanting another notch under their belt, where they keep basically like the good girl for last type thing because they want to play the field or whatever like that. Then there is some cases in the community where they wanted to protect that person because something's going on with them, which is why that other card said there's a lot of stuff going on in their background. They don't want to basically include that person in it because they don't want anything to happen to them. Now, some of the older energy, there was a lot of blackmail going on. There was a lot of people trying to put hits on people and all of that. As we just saw, the card said framed. Someone tried to frame them and all of that. Say, for instance, they had that person around. That person would have got caught up in that. A lot of people don't understand the full meaning of unconditional love. Unconditional love is where, for instance, like what I did, I started learning spirituality and I started knowing how law of attraction works. Then I started learning about karma. And I learned that if you stay around people and you know better because you already went through that lesson, you already went through that situation, God will test you again to see if you learned a lesson. And that's why in some of my other readings or just talks, I was saying that I don't hold anyone accountable for what I went through, like in the last couple years, because I knew better. I just didn't do better. So if I did go through anything, even though I'm not, I was still learning, yes. But even though I'm not excusing it like that, because I loved someone, not loved with a D, love someone so much. Basically, I put myself in harm's way myself because I knew the energy and the protection I had over my life. So I was like, if they're not listening to me, if people keep putting spell work on them and manipulating them and lying to them, but my words not heard and all of that, what can I do to try to help protect them and stuff and get them to see? And I would try everything for the people that I love, family and friends. I was like, if I stay around a little bit longer, maybe some of the stuff I'm saying can like rub off on them to where they will finally get what I'm trying to explain to them that I was having trouble explaining words. I was like, maybe if I stay around a little bit longer, that'll keep their karma from hitting or whatever like that. Because like when you're around a lot of people, you see different things. And even though I always stood up for people as much as I possibly could, I still didn't feel like I stood up enough. I didn't feel like, and that's why I tried so hard. I used to call myself a try hard. I mean, I wish I had someone like me around when I was going through it. I did a little bit, but I don't know. It's that unconditional love is almost like sacrificing yourself because you trying to protect another. So that's why I let a lot of stuff get taken from me. I let a lot of things happen to me, all the way down to my siblings, me protecting them from certain things. They don't, oh, thank you. They don't, even them, like, still, like, some still, what's the word? Holding me accountable for some things that happened to them because I would be their protector, and then I moved down south and I wasn't here to protect them. So I don't know. It's kind of, it's a lot. A lot of families go through that, but romance. Everyone deserves romance. Everyone deserves love. says, I see you. I want to hug you. I want a hug. Like, if I could ask for one last thing before I had to leave, it would be a hug. Scorpio. Someone with the initials KLMNO is included. Heaven sent Keisha Cole. There's something in those lyrics. Thank you. Influences. I have people convincing me to let this go. I must admit, it was easier choice than I thought. That's what's wrong with a lot of people, and that's why self-love is important. Influences, especially the wrong influences. I can see if it's a positive influence, a uplifting influence, like what I try to do for y'all, what you watching your favorite YouTuber or your favorite actor, actress, or you're a millionaire or something like that, or a business person, wherever you want to grow and evolve in. If they're motivating you to do better and be a better you, good influences is what I mean. That's why people have to self-love and they have to grow and evolve, because they have to do that work. Confirmation. They have to do the work. Because if you don't do the work, you're going to keep making bad choices until it puts you on the ground. Because ultimately, stress kills. So if you're so stressed out from making everyone around you happy and you're not happy and you're stressed out, it can put you on the ground. Especially those couples. I don't know if y'all ever heard of those couples that they love each other so much that when they separate or when one passed, the other one passed right after them, because that's unconditional love. That's their heart. So if you're going to get influenced, if you're going to get advice from people, make sure it's the right people, or block that and listen to yourself and talk to God. Because when you're going through something, especially making extreme life choices, the only person you should be going to is God in the first place. Because He's the one that guides you to your purpose. Not people, not man. If you listen to anybody else, especially from your past, they're going to try to keep you there. Some of them, some will try to keep you there. Especially when you didn't do the proper work, because they don't want you to leave them. It'll be selfish instead of selfless. If they really loved you, they will love you enough to let you go and you be happy and you figure it out for yourself. And if you was meant to still be in their life, or if you was meant to come back after your self journey, then they'll see you again. But they gotta love you enough to let you go so you can find you and be a better you. If someone doesn't want you to grow and evolve and be a better you, then they don't love you. They love what you can do for them. Good witch or warlock. And not enough was in reverse, so they are enough. Because they are the antidote. They're the healer. says, I want you to be the mother of my children or child. Aquarius, or someone with Aquarius placement. And unavailable and doppelganger copycat. A doppelganger copycat was dishonest. And I got somebody in the King of Swords. Or the doppelganger copycat is a King of Swords. Sagittarius again, but a big one. So there's a little Sagittarius and there's a big Sagittarius, and it was still in reverse, which is some wild shit. So Sagittarius in reverse twice. So I'm guessing the Sagittarius is done because someone wants a reconciliation with someone, or Sagittarius is somewhere in that person's chart. Someone from your past is returning to you. And then I am not available was in reverse. So they must have got rid of a Sagittarius and now they are available. Because someone tried to unalive you. Or tried to unalive someone. And then they said, I love you. I have good news to share with you. I knew exactly what I was doing. Intimidated. Free. Moving on, letting go, loving you. It's in reverse. Someone doesn't want someone to move on or let go. Thinking out loud, Ed Sheeran. There's something in those lyrics. Second house, money, possessions, and value. Something's going on with someone's second house. I'm dealing with the opposite sex, but I don't know why that was in reverse. So someone is not dealing with the opposite sex anymore. And sometimes with this one, it doesn't necessarily mean the opposite sex. It can just mean basically a different pathway or a different thing they're doing. So if it's not the opposite sex, it can be a different lifestyle. Say someone is not with the opposite sex, but they're going to go from a poly relationship to or having multiple options to being monogamous. It's whatever lifestyle. Or they could have went from focusing solely on money to now focusing on love. So doesn't necessarily mean opposite sex. And then I couldn't face my truth. Y'all, the energy is mad heavy. Like, y'all. Oh, there was another card on the floor. Hold on. Oh, no. That was the maintain one. It fell. The energy is mad heavy. Like, I don't know. I just felt mad emotional today. Let me see what that is. Well, that was fun. Y'all got to see everything. Hold on. Let me take my pad out now. Wow. I guess I almost burnt the house down. Nah, I didn't. That was funny. Let me go see if. Well, I don't know if they're smoking. No, they can't be smoking in here. It's I don't know if they're cooking, but they don't know what it is. So we're gonna do names, and I'm gonna go and find out. Maybe it's my candle. What definitely did. That's funny as hell. Oh shit. Wait, I don't see it now. Okay. That was interesting. Well, at least you saw my trophies and stuff and my TV and my movie setup. Because I didn't even know I turned it around. How the hell that happened? Oh. Ah. Oh, wow. I wasn't supposed to see. Now, what if I ain't have no pants on? That camera got to stop switching like that. Oh, I see it now. I see it on my other phone. Because I did not turn that around on purpose. I had no idea. No, I did not. I didn't do that on purpose. I went to go press the to turn the microphone off. So that's why the sound was off. And I guess when I touched that, because the little swipe thing to turn it around is right there, when I let it go, it pressed that too, and it switched the camera around. You see, when the sound went off, the camera turned around too. I didn't do that on purpose. No, I would never. Well, I would tell y'all ahead of time. Nah, 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 nah. I don't even like showing my whole body like that. You might see that once a year. Once a year. Once in a blue moon. I told you it was hot in here though. It's the heat from the candles and all of that. I think they thought it was heat rising from like the candle, so it was like fire, fire. No. See how a lot of people can come in somebody's like live and for instance, I have copycats and stuff that was like uh getting those apps and stuff and trying to um copy my screen, like mirror my screen, so they could see everything I was doing, everything I was watching, everything I was buying, all this other stuff. People actually go through that lens to do that. They'll mask my certain messages that I'll send through and make sure that my messages don't get to the person that it was meant to get to. Stuff like that. I've seen the glitches in the phone. I already had it proven. Like someone in the Carolinas, yes, me and my masculine. Yeah, that is crazy. And they went that lengths. I had to call the FBI, but I didn't tell the FBI that at the time. I'm still contemplating if I'm gonna call them. Uh, but I don't know if my people called them that found the information. But yeah, people are going that lengths, not with just me. There's other readers that have that have happening to them as well. Like when I tell y'all I got gang stalk, I got literally gang stalk. And then when they couldn't find certain information, they will send in different people thinking I didn't know what was up, sending in different people to get me to try to work with them because they couldn't find the certain information that they actually did need. They needed me to work with them to get access to certain information. And because I wouldn't work with nobody, then they would try again to try to tap into my phone and all this other stuff. So if people that know me end up seeing this and y'all was getting crazy messages from people or you got people trying to scam you and all of that, first of all, I don't do personal readings. I didn't work with nobody, so I wasn't sending nobody no money for no services or getting money from people like that. I haven't gotten any money. So there was one time a dude when I was on Star Maker sent me money because my Star Maker, my Cash App was on there. And they sent me like, I want to say, I think he sent me $40 because I sent him because he was supposed to be a friend of mine, not a boyfriend, because I've been single since I've been divorced. He was a friend of mine, and his car got in the impound, and he got put in jail. So when he got out of jail, he had nobody else because he already had to use that to get out of jail. So he had no other money or whatever, and he needed like $16. So I sent him $20 to help him out. Other than that, I don't get money. I don't get help. I don't get child support. No. So people was thinking, seeing certain things like that, they're like, oh, Mimi's selling her body or Mimi's getting money and doing side stuff and all of that. First of all, I've been celibate and single for I don't know how long. Waiting to possibly before I was waiting. Right now I'm just self-loving and working on me. But I was waiting for the person that I loved to come around to me and see that some of the people he had around him was false and lying on me. And I was waiting to tell my side of the story to see then where we would go. So, and then he told me to go ahead and talk to other people. Oh, you're a good girl, blah, blah. Go talk to other people. I tried it. But you can't successfully talk to other people and move on with love if you still love that person. It just don't work out like that. So I ended up single. So I ended up self-reflecting a lot. I ended up working on me and working on my legacy because I'm not the type to settle. A lot of them was good guys. A lot of them had great qualities, but your person's your person. Your person's your match. Like, I don't know. The heart wants what the heart wants. Put it that way. And it wasn't on nothing but love. And it didn't matter about money or anything because I never cared about the money. I had some of his people telling me before that he didn't have money and all of that, and I still loved him the same. It didn't matter about the money because I knew I can get money if I wanted it. But he would tell me when I did talk to him that he didn't care about money either. So I listened to that also. He said, I don't care about money and stuff because when I was supposed to get a certain amount of money at a certain time and it didn't go through at the time because the courts and all of that, and the business people I was dealing with and all of that. I was supposed to be trying to do something. He's like, I don't care about all of that and blah blah blah. And he was like, nah, it's not about. I was like, okay, well, that's what I thought, because that's what I was hearing from the other side of the tracks. That, like, the subliminals I was hearing when I was around him and his people, it was always on some money stuff. Oh, well, you if you got to be making a certain amount this a week or something like that, or you got to have uh all of this. Everybody was all on money. I didn't care about money. So, like I was telling y'all earlier, I would dim my light because I didn't want nobody to feel out of place. But then I started feeling out of place because everybody was judging me because I didn't care about the same material things as everybody else. So, I don't know, that's neither here or there. So right now, yeah, I just been single because, but that's why I was like, God keeps nudging me. He's like, you need to go out in the real world. It's your season. You're supposed to have love. And since I don't want to have a long distance relationship, I want my love language, me doing my self reflecting and learning about me. One of one of my main love languages is physical touch, especially since I've been celibate for this long. So, and how I said I want to hug. I want to hug. I want to cuddle. And it's cuddle season. And all I got is my bed and my blanket and my pillow. So that means I got to go out and about and meet people in the physical, because I don't want long distance. I don't want to be an option. I've been ready. I've been ready. Right now, all of the learning and self reflecting and all of that I've been doing is just me being a try hard, learning more about myself. Because my love has always been in me. That's why I got people that I had to, my block list is long now, because once I start meeting them and I'm like, okay, they're not for me, I don't settle. But then people get addicted to my energy. So then I have to ghost people because it starts becoming like a fatal attraction thing. And then that's when I was like, I have to be mindful of who I share my energy with, because then I'm single and I don't got a protector, you know? So, I have to protect my energy, because when people know the energy I have, the abundance I can bring in, I guess you could say, and that's what anybody can do it if they do the work. Anybody can bring. Everybody has abundance somewhere in they family inheritance or whatever like that, their ancestor inheritance, that they can unlock if they do the work. What they 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 do. If you do the work, imagine you got other ancestors and uh, other ancestors and from your lineage that was kings and queens, right? And then along the lines and stuff, we started going through a lot of pain. And the more and more generations that don't heal from the pain, that's what causes us to be in lack. And that causes a lack mindset, because the pain starts building up, the trauma starts building up. If they would just go and heal it, they can tap back into that same family inheritance where they living like kings and queens, and they access their ancestral inheritance that's locked away in their Akashic records that you cannot access until you grow, learn, and evolve. But you have to do the work. That means, yes, you may get hurt, but learn the lesson and then heal from it. And if you have to, one good night, cry that shit out. So then you can wake up refreshed and walk outside in the grass and lay in the sun and sunbathe and take a spiritual bath and put some herbs and stuff in there and just sit in the hot water and tell your angels to wash away any fears, doubts, or worries. And you get out refreshed and you self-love. You rub all the lotion on. That's you rubbing on your body. You're knowing all of your access points of where you like to be touched. You don't realize when you're rubbing lotion and stuff on yourself and all of that, you're massaging yourself, relieving stress, for one. For two, you're learning where you like to be touched. So you can learn how you like to be loved. So when you get your forever person, you could say, babe, I like to be touched here. Or babe, I like to be touched here. But how you gonna know that if you ain't self-loving? It doesn't always have to be you messing with this one and that one and going through those life traumas, I guess you can call it. Yes, yes, you can explore your wild side, but once you learn your lessons, be done with it. Some people hold on for it too long, and then it starts causing forever problems to where you have it, those problems that you have to deal with the rest of this lifetime and the next lifetime, and then you pass it down to your kids too. There's a season where you learn the lessons, and there's a season where you release. People got to learn to release because the lesson's over, and there's no extra credit from it. But I'm going to have love. Watch. And when I have love, you're going to see me on the TV and stuff like that with my person. Because we're going to be on the stage somewhere, whether it's public speaking or doing a movie or whatever. Because we're going to be a power couple. And we're going to change the world. Watch. Watch. We're going to change the world. Wait, what you say? Down south. Aw. When do you get out? I know somebody that's down there that's incarcerated in the Carolinas. I need some names to add in here, but I gotta get some more cards. I was thinking about, I got a question, actually. I was talking to someone My people's that was incarcerated. I don't know if he still is. I haven't talked to him in a minute, but um, him and his wife, um, because I stayed with his wife before when we were supposed to do business together. Um, I told him, I said, look, wait, what'd you put? Oh, that's good. So a couple more months. They won't let you out on good behavior. Oh, let me get the names. I think, well, I don't want to say too much on here, but it's fine. I'll do it because I know I can't do everything. But I wish I could go and do like public speaking and all over, including prisons and stuff like that too. And then I really think because of the things that happen in prisons and stuff like that, that now I'm gonna save that for later. I'm gonna say that for later. Trust me, I got some ideas about that. First of all, because I know a little bit about it too, because my brother just got out last June because he did a 30 bid. So I do know a lot about that. So Carmelo, Elizabeth, Deja, Garnetto, Alma. No, I'm going back in March. Not saying that I'm coming home in March. Oh, you're going back in March. Oh, so you're out right now. Why do you have to go back in March? Oh, okay. Aw. Well, how long do you have to uh go for? They let you in and out? Like, how's that work? Do you mean like um like how does that work? Like you have to get your affairs in order and then you go in for a certain amount of time and then you come out? Archie? No, I'm locked up. I'm going back to court to be sentenced. Oh, got you. Got you. Got you. Do they ever have it where you go to court and then you you get off? Like a miracle happens? Renice? Dilla? Dilla. April? Robert? Cliff, Bennett, Janine, Natasha, Jennifer, Brianna, Queen, McFadgen, Wright, Tyra, Stokes, Jalan, Chris, Anthony, Dennis, V, Danielle, Moore, Adams, Silva, Jimenez, Kelly, Nene, Missy, Ariana, Joseph, Green, Glover, Alexis, McKinney, Crystal, Hurley, Shayna, Leonardo, Tez, Scott, Will, Michael, Nancy, Tiara, Tina, Jeff, Mercado, Serrano, Raina, and Kyle. Now, 18 plus. So now would be the time, if there's any children present, to not have them around the phone, because everything that comes out is going to be 18 plus. While y'all are clearing out the children's, I'm gonna do soulmate love messages beforehand, because I gotta prepare myself for 18 plus, because I always have to get off after that, because it has me in the mood, and I don't like being in that mood. Not by my lonesome. Alright, Spirit, what soulmate love messages for the collective, please and thank you. Okay, so we got one. It says, I can feel all the love you are sending me, and it's electrifying. You make me feel like a kid again. I told you, I'm gonna be a power couple with my person. Me and you, power couple. I'm gonna be a power couple. We gonna change the world. Feel me? Sometimes when I'm busy, I pause to think of you, and it's like a breath of fresh air. I guess no more wanna come out. Alright, alive. I can't help mentioning you to my close friends and family members. I don't trust easily, but with you, I feel safe and accepted. That's how it should be. If you can't feel safe and accepted with that person, then how can you trust to be with them? Right? Your voice has therapeutic effect on me. I could listen to you for hours. Aww. You are so different from anyone I know, yet you feel so familiar. And I'm gonna do one more. One more, please, Spirit. There we go. I can't wait to see you again. Aww. It's gonna make me all blush. It's gonna make me all blushy. What mood is that? The mood of the 18 plus. Adult only. Adult only, love. For the grown folks. For the grown folks. It's like shh. Shh. It's like shh. It's like don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. Hours and hours and hours. Spirit be people be. All right, let me. Spirit knows how I am. They made me this way. All love and stuff. Thank you. I appreciate that. Someone should always give a person their flowers if they deserve it. Not give it to the ones that don't. Because then you're leaving out the wrong one. And some may never recover. Public. I'll be as dirty as you want, as long as I don't have to be a secret. That's how it should be anyway. Well, as long as they don't have to be a secret and as long as they're the only one. I'm not sharing my person. First of all, they're going to need all of that energy and their energy reserves. They're going to need all of that with me. Because that's the same energy, if not more, I'm going to bring. So, they will be cheating me and themselves and wearing themselves thin when they're giving that energy to others. Because And that's what I don't understand about men. Some men, not all men, but some men will be like, "Oh, she wants too much of my attention. She's doing too much and blah blah blah." They're only saying that because they gave this one attention and that one attention and that one attention, and by the time they get to that one, they ain't got no more energy left. They ain't got no more in reserves. So they think that they're asking for a lot of energy, but that's because they done gave all their good shit out to people that didn't deserve it. If that makes sense. Because trust me, all the people that might have came across me and tried to date me or whatever like that, if they was really on it like that, they would have kept getting back the same energy and stuff if I was feeling them like that. And if I wasn't feeling them like that, I will let them know and I will fall back. But if I was feeling them like that, they will get all of that energy and more. But the minute I see them giving it to somebody else, I ain't got time for that, because then you're not, if you're not working, and I understand the working. So if you're not working and you're giving your energy to all these other ones and things and all of that, and I can see if you're doing like other extracurricular activities or whatever like that. Like for instance, when I was in my actual marriage and all of that before the divorce, I was the type of chick that at first I wasn't a gamer chick, but because I didn't really care for him being in the street like that, but he didn't want to be in the street like that either. He was a homebody too. I was like, all right, if he's going to play the game, I'm going to get me a system and I'm going to play the game too. And I'm going to learn how to play it. So that'll be our bonding time. Then some of the times I won't even play the game. I'll watch my movie in the other room and he'll play the game. And then if I like bowling, he will come bowling with me. And then sometimes I'll go bowling by myself. It's give and take, it's compromising, but you have to communicate with the person. You have to include the other person to know what each other likes. But if you giving all of that energy, communication to other people, and it's not with one person, which is why I don't believe in dating or talking to multiple people at one time. And that's why I said my next person is going to be my last person. Like the one that I actually say, yeah, I'm going to be in a relationship with you, like if they ask me. Because I'm all in when I'm all in. I want to see where we're headed to and where we're going forward to before I move on to somebody else. And if I don't see us moving on forward, then I'm not wasting my time or energy on that, because it won't be fair to you. I'll be holding you back from finding your forever person because I'm not feeling you like that. Why lead you on if even though you're a good person, you're not my person? People don't understand that you can be a good person, and yes, it might hurt and sting a little bit because you got to let somebody down. But if you're not my person, why waste my time or your time? That's what I don't understand about people. People end up breaking their own heart because they can't speak up. Sex me right now. Sexual chemistry. And I just had a spirit burp. So that's a confirmation. Someone, I can go for that. So true. I will say, I'm a really good, like, I can, I, go there. This is a reading. We're going to stay on topic. I'm 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 going to stay on topic. I can normally tell if someone's trying to play me, though. I could tell if they were sent in by somebody else to try to get my attention and stray me away from my person or my feelings and all the other stuff. I could tell. I just be, sometimes I'm like, Let's see how far they're gonna go this time. Let's see what they're gonna. Let's see what That's how I learn. I be like, what tips and tricks are they gonna try on me this time? I done had everything from the the inbox, them saying, "Oh, I like this," and blah blah blah, because they done studied my page, not knowing that I changed like 10 moons ago, to see what I like and dislike and blah blah blah. The only person that's gonna know what I like and don't like is a person that actually talks to me. So if they talk to anybody else but me, they will never know how I'm feeling. They will never know what I like or dislike, because if you're not talking to me directly, you always gonna get your information misconstrued, because I'm changing every minute of every day. So if you don't talk to me, you're not gonna know me. If you talk to anybody else and ask anybody else advice about me, and especially since I don't talk to anybody else right now, then you will never know me. I want you to watch me take you in the mirror. Mirror sex. So somebody wants to have mirror sex. I think that's why a lot of people get intimidated with me, which I don't understand still why. Well, I told you this is not that. Hmm. Why you seem familiar? I would rather be alone forever than to be able to never have you again. I'm not dating, I'm waiting. That's funny that came out just then. What is not what? Ooh, snap. Ouch. I won't say no. I won't say no to you this time. I'll do anything you want whenever you want. I like that. I like that. People don't understand. If how this said, because I was always the giver, and I gave, and I continue to give. And that's why I said, God was like, no, you're going to sit down, because you always chase, you always give. You're not doing that anymore. I sent me. What do you mean you sent you? I will do this if it's done to me. Anything that I get, I reciprocate the energy if we're on that type of time. I bring me, get mine, bout mine, go hard. Looking for another like me. Boy, stop. I bring me. Whose love is the tightest, who kisses the nicest. Me. Whose touch is the rightest. Me. Bad bitch, that's me. That bitch, that's me. I feel like I'm on to two pigtails. What you get is what you see. I bring me. I used to call my two pigtails uh, Pippi Longstockings. I think it goes mad slow, so I'm gonna wait a second. Ooh. If you want it, come and get it. Shining, shimmering, splendid, psych, immortal goddess. If you want it, come and get it. That should be everybody's energy right now, especially because this is the season of action. Moan. I love hearing you moan. Your scent, your words, your touch intensifies me. Provocative. I'm gonna. There we go. I'm gonna do that. Dangerous. I want to do bad things with you. The best kind of kink. Nobody didn't send me to you. This is not even just seeing you 2 days ago. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. She got that wop. Uptown. Sugar lips. I like all your lips downtown. Yo. These words. These words. I want to take you on a vacation. Fire play. We are not afraid of fire. Let the desire burn hot. Interesting. I love how you kiss me. Play fight. Let's play fight so we can both win at the end. You know, I was talking to somebody on my live the other day about this play fight thing. And I was like, play fight is like role playing. Because that's all it is. Someone likes the aggression part, I guess, of makeup sex, where they be like grabbing the neck and stuff, and they be like, what I tell you, and stop playing with me, and stuff like that. See, I gotta not be in this mode. I'm doing a reading. That's why I save these cards for last, because gems, I'm trying to tell y'all. Talk dirty to me. I feel self pleasure. I want to watch you pleasure yourself. I think I love all of your body. I think that I think my person is gonna be. I don't know if y'all saw that movie. I keep bringing it up every like reading with these 18 plus cards, but that reading, I mean that movie, True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis. I think my person's gonna be like that because they're almost gonna be like private, like incognito, like how Arnold was. Like on the outside, everybody thought he was just like a regular office business person, just like his wife or whatever, like that. They had no idea that he worked for the CIA, and he had that side to him. But he, living his double life, didn't even know his wife had that side to her, and that she just wanted that excitement too. She just wanted to be included in what he had going on. She was like, yeah, I know you trying to protect me and stuff, but I can handle myself. Include me. And I'm going to show you better than I could tell you. So that's that's where people get it confused. That's I can show you better than I could tell you. That's why this is the season of action. It's literally like that. But then when it actually goes down, like without the interruption that they had in the hotel room with the people busting in on them, without that happening, I think um, it will end up like the Mr. and Mrs. Smith type thing, but without everyone trying to be out to get them. Because then they ain't even going to be able to touch them because the way my energy is made up, which is why I said it will be me and my person, the way my energy is made up, my person going to have that same type of energy. So if my person has that same type of energy, when we get in union, we're going to be so highly protected from the divine that no one's going to be able to mess with us because we still going to be living our life path, our life purpose. We still going to be doing God's work, what we was meant to do. And while we doing it, we still get to be behind the scenes exploring our wild side with each other. I like being a dirty little secret. Discretion. I really think that falls into with the other thing where it's talking about role playing. Someone likes the spontaneity of it, the it seeming like it's a secret, but a lot of people is tired of being a secret right now. If they are a secret or they seem like a secret, because a lot of people had to move in silence and all of that because people was attacking their relationships and stuff. Everybody didn't even know that Nelly and Ashanti had got back together because when they got back together and they cut everybody else out. Everybody thought they was just in hermit mode, just self-reflecting or going through it. But in actuality, they was behind the scenes bonding, strengthening their bond. So when they popped out together. And no matter what kind of ex or past person that wanted to be an ex or whatever like that came out the woodworks, their bond was built so strong that no one can infiltrate it. That's how it's supposed to be, which is why people get it confused about being a secret or about moving in silence. It's not that sometimes people want to hide people. They have to build the bond first. But that means both sides, him and her and her, or him and him. That means both sides, both parties that is building the bond need to build the bond without outside influence so that when they pop out, no one can affect their relationship. When you let outsiders in your shit, it turns to shit. Period. Blindfolded. Don't want you to see what's coming. I want you to feel. I'm going to make sure whoever I'm with feel me. They gonna feel me when I'm with them and when I'm not. My bond with them is gonna be so strong that if I touch me, they gonna feel me touching me. Please kiss me all over. I'm only gonna get a few more because I gotta go after this. No, no, no. Phone sex is so bad I get turned on just by seeing your name pop up. That's what I said. It's gonna be so much that you won't feel me even when I'm not there. I already feel my person. I end up randomly like sad, or I'm randomly happy, or I'm randomly in that mood. Comes out of nowhere. So I know that it's almost time. It's almost time. Dad got me being patient. When I say dad, I mean God. Dad got me being patient. Told me to relax and chill. My feelings for you are deeper than you know. If you only knew how much I want you, you imprinted me. That's on some, is it what, Jacob Bella stuff from Twilight. Hands, I fell in love with the way you touch me. Ooh. Look, I tried to draw some lips. It says French kiss. Kissing you is all I think about. And then lingerie. I love how you seduced me with your darling lingerie. And everything about you just does it for me. I think that's good enough because, yeah. And then let me see what's on the bottom of the deck before I put these up. On the bottom of the deck, we have Sleeping Princess. I'm going to wake you up with me inside of you. All right, wait. Morning is the best anyway. To wake up with someone that you love, and that's how you start your day. That's everything right there. Everyone should experience that. Everyone. And if you're not living. He said, I'm convinced. It shouldn't be no other way. No other way. Make me feel some type of way. All right, so I'm going to do something that I haven't done yet on here since I started. I got these cards called Ace Metaphors, Date Night cards, and Relationship Debate cards. So I'm going to see what pops out with the date night cards. And these is questions that if anybody goes on a date, what they should think about. Talking to the date about eventually. It doesn't have to be on the first date. But somewhere in that dating scene, because what happens with a lot of people, even though physical is lovely, it becomes physical, and then people wonder why once they start talking to the person or they're done with the physical, then what? Priceless, yeah. Then what? If you become physical with the person, but they mental ain't there, and you bored with them after that, then what? Like, if they're like, yep, okay, but not talking to you, like, let's see. Okay, we got that one. I'm going to say a number, and I'm going to get that many. That's so far 2 popped out. So far 3, so 5, 6. So far 6 came out. 7, 8, 9. Is that 10? So 5. All right, that's 10. We got 10. I'm going to stay at 10. Especially since the angel numbers was 1010. All right, so 1010. So 1010. If I interviewed your exes, what would they say about you? Could you date a person with children? If so, are you prepared to be a step parent? Are you prepared to be a step parent if things progress? I'll answer them right now. So, as far as the interview with the exes, some of them might say, well, it depends on which era of exes. If it's my ex-husband, I don't know. He might say I was nagging. I already got 10. He might have said I was nagging a little bit, but I wasn't really nagging. I was just communicating. But when I say the same thing over and over again, and there's still no change in it, yes, someone will think it's nagging, right? If there's no change in it, especially when I was doing everything, I was tired. So, but that's why I said some people just don't mesh well, and I was okay with that. I started working on that with people I met after that. It was a learning lesson. Then others after that, some will say maybe, I think one of them might say that I might have needed validation, I guess you could say, because I was self conscious. Because when I wasn't with my ex husband anymore, but I met people after that, I would always be like, well, I would always second guess myself. I'd be like, well, am I doing this too much because I know he said I did that, so I don't want to do that because I don't want to mess nothing up. So it'll say stuff like that. And then another one will probably say I was too friendly because I was trying to find my balance at first between me knowing where I was headed with my purpose and me not wanting to seem like a bee. Ouch. But then I had to realize I just had to set boundaries. That's when I learned how to set boundaries. I was like, look, if I love somebody else, we are strictly on an associate friend basis. If you try to overstep that boundary, you're getting cut off. My block list is over 60 deep on Instagram. And I don't even know how much on the other social medias because I don't. If I say I'm not ready and if I say I love somebody else, like as far as too, if I get with somebody, ain't nobody like friends and all of that, like people's not gonna have that same access to me because I do it, not because my person's saying it, but I don't need no confusion, I don't need no friction, I don't need no issues in our relationship. Like for instance, when I was married, on my Facebook and all of that, I didn't even have males as friends on my Facebook unless they was blood family members, just to keep the confusion. I might have had their girls or their wives because I was like, well, I'm not going to be writing them, conversating with them regularly. I'm not going to be, unless it was like some kind of business thing. Other than that, nah, I didn't have people on my stuff like, and that was just my own preference at that time, which is why I was able to be loyal all of that time too. I felt, especially when I knew he was saying I was friendly and all the other stuff. So People just have to figure out what works for them. I did a lot of growing since then. So now I just know how to say no or back up or you getting cut off. Like, um, as far as dating someone with children, yes, because I love children. I actually wanted another children. I wanted a boy because I have two girls and I have a boy. I even had a dream, and years and years and years ago, even when I was with my ex, the lady, I went and saw a tarot reader, and a tarot reader in her like building, her office, and she gave me and him a reading, and she told me that I was gonna have a son, another son, but she didn't really want to say it in front of my husband at the time. Like, he's my ex now, but at the time he was my husband, and she didn't want to say it in front of him. So she actually asked me to leave the room, and then she brought me back in and told him to leave the room. And that's when she said it, because I'm guessing that she knew that it wasn't going to be with him. So I was like, and she seen the aggression or the skepticism in his face, because I felt it and I saw it in his face when we was there. Because I was like, well, why you want to get the reading if you're not going to believe it anyway? He was like, I know it's bullshit, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to see what she say. You don't say nothing. And then he sat there, and he's letting her talk and all of that. And I was like, and she's telling us about family curses and all of that, saying he had a curse on his family and all of that from his father and stuff. And I was like, but how does she know that? If I was like, if uncle told us that, which his uncle had told us that, and his grandfather told us that years before that, and she didn't know us, and he didn't talk to her before that because we walked in the building, but she said that. Like, I myself knew right then and there that tarot had to be somewhat real, but I still didn't even know about it till like only a few years ago. And I did that reading with him, like, probably over maybe maybe 6 years ago, maybe 6 7 years ago. So I knew something was up with tarot. But yeah, I would date someone with children. um I would even have a child. I even had a dream one time that I had like a miracle baby, like almost like Virgin Mary miracle baby, like out of all of this healing and stuff I was doing, and um and me working on my health and stuff, and me praying and trying to heal my vessel so I can be better and do better and all of that, and be a celibate and stuff. I had a dream I had another baby, put it that way. Even though my tubes is tied right now, but I can get it untied. But they still said I have a possibility of getting pregnant. So who knows? Who knows? Then the next one says, what is your ultimate relationship deal breaker? I won't be a third party. It has to be me and my person, and he has to set boundaries with other females and men for that matter. Because the way I be in my Queen of Wands energy, and I know my person's probably going to be in their King of Wands energy, like, like a sexy ass player from the Himalayas type thing, because that's the energy that a King of Wands exudes. They gonna have to learn to set strong, firm boundaries, because I am an empress, but that means I'm all for queens. So yes, I can get my pentacles up if I felt like it. Yes, I can give all the love in the world and be like Wusa and Mother, like Teresa type. And then I can be a Queen of Wands. I can get all dressed up and I can be sexy as fuck for him. And I can fulfill every fantasy he had. But I can also be a Queen of Wands And I don't play about me and mine. So when someone threatens mine, that's a problem. To where my angels and my guides have to be like, I got it. I got it. You keep your crown on. Sit down, chill, drink your tea and your water. I got you. So then I just sit back. And that's why sometimes I'll just go in my hermit mode and stuff, because I know sometimes people be trying to try people to get them out of character and stuff. Sometimes my ancestors will actually let loose and not hold me accountable because I'm just defending myself. So let someone try me, which is why my boundaries be so tight, which is why my boundaries be so solid. Because whew, I am a lover, I'm not a fighter. But don't get it twisted. I can if I have to. And I can hold my own. Who is the most important person in your life besides a family member, and why? Well, it said besides a family member. Honestly, I'm going to have to give credit where credit is due. Well, it says family member. I'm guessing from the card, family member is going to be considered blood, right? So if family member is considered blood on here, then the most important person will have to be my twin. Because if I never met them, I wouldn't be here right now. Tell me something I'd be surprised to know about you. These are some good date night questions. All right, something I'd be surprised, you'll be surprised to know about me. I flew a plane before. I drove a two-seater plane before. I was in Civil Air Patrol, like junior ROTC type thing. And one of our field trip things was we went in one of the two-seater planes, and I got to fly the plane, and I got to sit in the driver's seat, and then the pilot sat in the passenger seat. So I had the main controls. He had the substitute ones, almost like the driver's ed car, kind of. And then my friend, Sasha, she was sitting in the back seat. And he was like, you want to do it? You want to do it? And I was like, yes, because he had already schooled me before. He was like, I saw him with the other people because it was only two of us going up at a time. And he'll fly us around the circle, around the area, over the crops and all of that. And then we'll fly back down and he'll take another two students up. So when he was like, you ready? I was like, yeah. And I already knew what he was talking about. So he told me, go ahead, turn it all the way around. I turned it all the way around and we did those swirls and shit. And my friend Sasha got sick and she threw up in the back. So, yeah, other than that, yeah, I flew a plane and I didn't jump off the tower. I kind of, well, technically I did jump off the tower, but I stopped myself and they caught me because I didn't want to fully jump off the tower because I stayed on Fort Jackson and it's Fort Jackson and I forgot the other military base in North Carolina, because that's where I stayed for camp for Civil Air Patrol. I stayed on the camp. They was just turning the base from male, a all male one to a co-ed one. So they was adding the females on there. So they was building new barracks and bunks and all of that. And we would have to march and go to the chow hall and all of that. And they was surprised seeing like little kids coming up in there. Well, younger kids, because we was in middle school at the time or going to high school. So when I went there, they said you can either jump off the tower, which was the training tower like they would have for like firefighters or the military, where they train you to jump off and you have the parachute on. And normally it would have the little the zip line going to the other side. So you can actually jump off and you're going to fall down, but then it's going to swing you to the side. So you will feel the initial effects of falling, but then it will slide you to the other side. And because I didn't really feel like doing that at the time, I don't know if my stomach was upset or whatever like that. So I jumped, but they caught me because I didn't want to do that. I was like, nah, I want to ride in a Humvee. So I got off and took my parachute off, and I got in the back of the Humvee, and I went with all of the kids that didn't want to jump in the back of the Humvee. We drove around the whole base and stuff like that, while the other kids was jumping off the tower and swinging to the other side. So yeah, I did a lot of stuff. That's why I said people, they don't know nothing about me to be judging me in the first place. I've been through a lot. Yeah, I've been through bad, but I've been through good too. I lived down south in South Carolina with my grandparents, where I did all of that at. What was the main reason your last relationship didn't work? People in a business, lies, deceit, love spells being put on us. Because people don't understand that. All right, say a scenario, which this is happening all in the community, so I can't even say it's a scenario. This is actually happening with a lot of people right now. A lot of people like somebody. So say a female likes a male and another female likes a male, and she wants to have the one up. So she starts learning black arts and all of that, or she got a family member that does the black arts and does love spells, and she gets them or herself to do the love spell. And not only does she do it on the masculine, and she does it on the feminine, so they will be interested in somebody else, sending other people her way so they can keep her distracted while she tries to put the love spell on the masculine to portray that she's that person that the masculine's interested in so she can get that masculine. She's also putting love spells on all the people around the masculine too so they can like her also. So everyone is confused about the energy. So yeah, and that's why God is stripping a lot of people's gifts away. That was abuse and divination. What was the last lie you told, and what was the reason? The last lie I told. Damn. They trying to expose me out here, but that's fine because I'm a truth speaker anyway. The last lie I told was telling someone I was moving on, and I really didn't because I still loved them, I guess. So I didn't. So yeah. Do you believe in living together before marriage? Yeah, I don't care. Any person I'm in a relationship with, we're gonna have the homie lover friend type relationship because of my energy. I'm gonna be your friend first, and I'm gonna tell you the real. And that's why it's imperative for them to do the work together. Like, I won't judge them if they're making mistakes or going through things and all of that, I'm going to help them. I'm not that type of friend that will judge you. I will try to help you through it. And it's not to control you. It's so you can get to where you want to be. Because I'm a read you and I'm going to learn you to know what you want. And I'm going to do everything possible to help you get there. That's what a friend's supposed to do. Not try to block you from getting your blessings. A friend is supposed to help you succeed, support you, be there for you. So, and you won't know how someone, you don't want to wait until marriage to do that. What lesson has your, plus by marriage, y'all would have already stayed at each other's houses and all of that, or whatever the reason. Like, say one person's in a different area than you or something like that. Like, y'all can work it. Sometimes if you don't want to be apart, you'll be like, well, it will be easier if you just stay with me since it's already established here, and then we learn and grow and learn each other, and then whatever happens, happens. Because depending on if it's you going to stay with the male or the male coming to stay with you, you still got to wait for them to propose anyway. So until then, you learn, grow, and evolve together, and you learn each other, and you'll see then if you're even able to live with them before marriage. You don't wait to marriage and go, I don't know. Maybe I just think different. What lesson has your biggest mistake taught you? Not to trust everyone. How they say you got to give people the benefit of doubt and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you can do that. But still, you're supposed to earn trust. You earn it. You don't just give it and then they're not reciprocating that loyalty. That's why I called my group Free Me. Freely releasing expectation. Because now I'm going to treat you how you treat me. Maybe, because I'm still not going to get out of character. So put it this way, I'm going to act how I normally act. And if you're not reciprocating that energy, then that's on you. You just won't get that energy. But I'm not going to do you dirty because you did me dirty. That's not me. I will treat you kind if I'm around you. And if you treat me kind, I will reciprocate that energy. If you don't treat me kind, you won't see me around. I'm not going to do you dirty because you did me dirty. I don't believe in getting revenge and all of that because I know how karma and law of attraction works, and I know that whatever you give out, you will most definitely get back. And that will make me no better than you if I do that to you. If I do you dirty, if I try to be petty and get back at you, I'm going to get the same karma, if not worse than you, because I already knew that it was wrong, which is why I felt bad when you did it to me. But then I still chose to do it. That would make me dumb, and I will get worse karma. So, no, I'm not going to do you the way you do me, unless it's good energy. And then the last one is, what's the worst mistake you've ever made in a relationship? And what did you do to fix it? Oh, shit. That shit, I just felt that in my back. The worst mistake I've ever made. was not trusting my intuition sooner. My intuition, me not listening to it, me knowing that I shouldn't have done certain things that I did, but I did it anyway, being in the heat of the moment or whatever like that, caused a lot of unnecessary problems. I can't take it back, but I did learn some lessons. But I'm not trusting my intuition is all I can say. Huh. Okay. And you see, I just shuffled those and those cards just popped out of that whole stack. So I guess Spirit wanted me to talk about them. Whew. Yeah, I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to leave that there. I think I'm all out of... No, I still got cards and stuff, but... Oh, for real, right? Did I miss something? Maybe that's about the plane, maybe. Separation. Someone's having a separation. So they can flirt. Someone's having a separation so they can flirt. I figured I was trying to backtrack my mental because they got chemistry with somebody. Someone's having a separation so they can flirt with someone that they got chemistry with. Heart-to-heart conversation. But they got to have a... They... Deception. Figures. Oh. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Aw, thank you. Attraction. I just try to be... I try to be as real as possible with so much fake in the world. That's it. Reconciliation. Someone wants their friends to help them with a reconciliation. With someone they want to flirt with and have. It says trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Because this situation is involving marriage. Ooh. So, release your ex was in reverse. But it was in reverse. So they already released their ex. And it says, give your relationship a chance. They released their ex because it was a codependency. And now they want to give the other relationship a chance. Probably because they're realizing that that ex, the codependency, was deception. It was false. Forgiving and learning. As you release, which it says release your ex, and they already did, you heal the past. You experience more love in your present moments. And it says, this could be the one. That can be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. express your love. Someone needs to express their love, which is probably what the other cards before this was talking about. Well, way before this, where it said basically to take action. A lot of people keep holding off and be like, no, it's not the right time, or oh, I don't feel ready, and blah, blah, blah. Baby girl or baby boy, you're going to miss out on a blessing you might not get ever again in this lifetime or the next if you keep waiting, especially when God and your angels is nudging you and telling you otherwise. If they, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Yeah, you'll miss out on a good thing waiting. Sometimes, yes, it's good to wait, but things is not going to be perfect because we are perfectly imperfect, meaning most likely when you meet your person, you're not going to have everything in order. That's how God has it. Normally, when you're focused on your money or you're really not looking for love is when love finds you. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. It seems like that's an issue because, like I was just saying 2 seconds ago, people will focus on their finances and all of that and not pay attention to love and miss out on blessings because they want everything to be perfect instead of just taking a chance on love. And it becomes like a never-ending cycle that needs to stop. Calling in your soulmate, and then that's what happens. They'll miss their chance, and then the person that is ready for love will end up calling in a soulmate, and God will send them a soulmate because it's their time to receive love, but the person that they was either meant to have or wanted to have is too busy focused on other things. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Because people forget that you can have multiple soulmates. You can only have one twin flame, but you can have multiple soulmates. Because even your child, even your parents, even your cousins or your workmates, they can be soulmates too. It doesn't have to always be a love situation. It just means that you have love for that person. It doesn't mean you're always going to be in love with that person. And they can be a soulmate. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And that's what I was talking about earlier. When people retreat like that, normally they're either retreating to do a self journey or they're retreating because they met somebody and that's their time to retreat where it's just them and their world and they get to know each other and build their bond before they start coming out to family and friends about it. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. I really think I have the goddess of, say it says make the effort, and it says new love. Stay optimistic about your love life, and very soon, because it is safe to love and you deserve love. And healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. And honeymoon. Enjoy bliss and holiday time together. Oh, I will. Oh, I will. Love life. Religious. A lot of people don't realize how God was, because I got like a little insider scoop, you know. I get a lot of dreams and stuff. Um, Believe it or not, some people, a lot of these like unions and stuff that's going on, the people that's in the spiritual community, a lot of us that was basically at one point in our life was religious or something like that, or considered Christians, we ended up becoming spiritual because spiritual is like the next step. A lot of people didn't realize that. You know how when you're in the Bible, reading the Bible, and you're in any kind of other religion or whatever like that, it literally says Holy Spirit and all of that, which is who we ask for the messages and stuff. That's who guides us. People don't realize that we was never supposed to be going up against each other. Spiritual community against religion, against other ones. We was never supposed to go up against each other. We was actually supposed to work together. We was supposed to be almost like when you go in a business meeting and you're bouncing ideas off each other because everybody at that table is going to have different mindsets. That's what it was supposed to be, because since change has to happen in the world and how they have those different versions of the Bible and all of that, this was supposed to be the season that we were supposed to be working together with religions, spiritual community with religious communities, whether it's Muslim, whether it's Baptist, Catholic, all of that. Buddha, we was all supposed to be working together, bouncing ideas off of each other, rereading the Bible, rereading each text, and seeing, now that a lot of people are awakened, seeing our perception of it now. Because, for instance, I looked up Bible verses the other day when it came to me. So, Ephesians, for instance, Ephesians 2:10 says, "For we are his workmanship. We are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand, that we should walk in them." Wait, where's the other one? All right. James 1 verse 5. "If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given to him." It will be given him. Now, everybody says they believe in the Bible. Everybody says, oh, they're religious and all of that, right? But then there's a lot of religious people that if someone's not in their religion, they want to judge them. But clearly with 10 Commandments and stuff, it says, thou shalt not judge, and thou shalt treat your partner as you want to be treated. Like, treat others as you want to be treated. But yet, people still treat people not so good. And they're not realizing that it's because that's how they be thinking about themselves and stuff too. So they got to do the work for that to change. Also, with James 5, how it says, if you lack wisdom, ask God. People be so afraid of what they will look like talking to God that they'll talk to God once in a blue moon. I talk to him every day, all through the day, how I'm talking to y'all right now, which is why it's so easy for me to talk to y'all like this right now. Instead of going to talk to this friend and that friend and that friend and that friend, people don't know how to sit by themselves and self-reflect. And self-reflect is you sitting back and you thinking about your own life and then you talking to God about it. You're not crazy if you talk to yourself, because it's really not you talking to yourself, you're talking to God, and he will give you the answers that you seek. I guarantee you. I know as soon as I be talking to him and I'll ask him, I'll be like, can I get clarity on this? Or what should I do about this and blah, blah, blah. As soon as I say it, a little bit after that, I'll go put the TV on, a commercial will come on one of my YouTube ads or something like that. Or I'll see a number, angel number, and I'll look it up, and it'll be the answer of what I just asked. If I needed help learning something, I'll end up meeting somebody when I'm on one of my social media thingies that's in the same exact field doing the same exact thing that I wanted to learn. And then I end up getting to network with them. I met a lawyer not too long ago, and she was like, whatever you need, let me know. I got you. And she's all the way in London or somewhere over there. So trust me, if you talk to God, he will answer you. But you gotta talk to him. But people be scared for some reason. People be scared. I don't understand. I don't. But it's okay. And then they wonder why sometimes that God don't answer. You can't say, "Oh God, why me?" or "Oh God, uh, yeah, you're not listening to me," or whatever like that. If you're doing something to harm another to gain something for yourself, God's like, you're not a child of mine doing no mess like that. You you didn't you didn't answer when I was trying to call you to guide you in the right direction, until you switch that around, until you make it right, until you repent, until you do right by me. Act like you got some sense. Act like you got some sense and get it together. He'll forgive you. God has no problem with forgiving everyone. He'll forgive everyone, but you got to do right. You can't do another bad thing trying to make up for the other bad thing you did and expect good results. Make it make sense. So that's it. That's all. I'm going to watch a movie. I appreciate y'all. I'm sending y'all love and light wherever you are on this beautiful night. And I'll be back later with another one. Mwah.